Hey, what's up, guys? Joe here, coming at you today with some Town Hall 11 content. Basically dropping the golem from the BoLaLoon at Town Hall 9 and really just kind of doing a small kill squad of bowlers, the heroes, and transitioning into a LaLoon portion of the attack. A lot of great attacks on mid Town Hall 11s to Town Hall 10s. This can transition to either or, whatever suits your fancy. If you've never worked with balloons before, this is going to be a harder attack strategy to transition to and understanding. You know, I'm still working on it myself when it comes to the balloon portion at Town Hall 11. However, there's a couple of lessons learned in these replays that we're going to watch today and things to identify on what's being targeted and what's being taken out by the kill squad itself. There is a golem here in this kill squad that's going in on Papa Sorg's base. However, not all the replays inquire or include a golem. So anyways, a couple of targets that are being taken out here by a smaller group of bowlers. The strength of the hero levels and a lot of value by taking out air defenses, inferno towers, clan castle troops, and the archer queen. So really the ultimate goal of this attack strategy are normally about the same things: taking out the archer queen, taking out the clan castle, taking out an inferno tower if you can get it, or the eagle artillery, and also getting rid of a couple of the air defenses. And normally if you can take out these items, the base will fall, or you'll get a pretty solid 2-star attack if that's what you're comfortable with. But anyways, clearly Flossie here has come in with the back end of the attack already transitioned into the LaLoon portion, using the spells for different things. In this case here, using a freeze to take down the air ground mode set expo. And not every single attack is exactly the same. Not every composition is exactly the same. So we're going to watch a couple of different replays, and I'm going to show you what they're after and what they're targeting here in order to disrupt the base and take out certain objectives in order to turn this into a 3-star attack. So again, if you're not used to balloons, this requires a lot of practice, a lot of friendly challenges in order to get your timing down. And I also bring you one of my own replays where I actually have a little bit of a fail in order to learn this strategy myself. So as this one wraps up, we're already in the cleanup portion of the raid, and we're going to be transitioning into another Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11 attack. Clearly this one was brought down for a 3-star as the minions and a couple of the lava pups go down to take out that elixir storage and finish it up for 3 stars. So very patient attack. Every troop has a placement, and there's just certain objectives that we're going to be after in this video today. So as this one kicks off, this is actually one of this is Rico's base, a Flossie again. Starting out with a baby dragon and 2 balloons. The baby dragon's being targeted by the archer tower, so he uses the balloons for 2 different things here: taking down that archer tower and also drawing the clan castle troops out of the clan castle while the baby dragon works. And then he'll drop his poison spell in the area where he intends for those clan castle troops to go, dropping his barbarian king, archer queen, and grand warden in the initial setup of the kill squad. And the archer queen will get rid of this dragon momentarily, while the bowlers, he'll drop 2 bowlers in order to finish setting up the funnel. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what the objectives here by bringing the kill squad in this first compartment in the north is. You got a air defense here. You also have a wizard tower, lower level wizard tower, and then another wizard tower behind that, as well as the archer queen, which will step up into that first compartment once the kill squad arrives. And what this will end up doing is the kill squad will transition down and end up taking out the eagle artillery. So a lot of value out of this small kill squad as we continue to roll this raid. He gets the rest of his bowlers down, and then the compartment's actually opened by wall breakers, and brings the barbarian king in with the bowlers using the iron fist ability as well as the grand warden's eternal tome ability, taking out that archer queen. And they survive the beams from the inferno tower, taking out the eagle artillery. And at this point, he transitions into the LaLoon portion of the raid, getting his lava hound down and a group of balloons to follow it in, raging them directly into a frozen set of inferno towers and the Teslas. And they'll continue to move and transition. He freezes the next inferno tower down the south as he transitions the lava hound in, and bring in balloons to follow those up as they move in closer in on the inferno tower. So clearly not allowing the inferno tower to dictate his troops, and basically the balloons just overpower the rest of the base, taking down the last remaining couple of defenses. But take note of the patience of the balloon drops, and that's kind of where I fail, in the sense of patience with the balloon drops and trusting my balloons to get in there and do the job. So I'm going to go ahead and transition into one of my own raids and show you where I kind of messed up, and then we'll look at a couple of more replays from this war, because there's a lot of lessons learned from these, both sides, both teams, A team and Dark Looters, bring us a lot of different lessons in this attack strategy. This base right here was actually kind of set up to combat the Queen Walk. I used a couple of minions to take out these army camps, but I did lose one to an air bomb. And then I used the same technique by dropping a baby dragon and a couple of balloons, but there was the Seeking Air Mines down in that corner, really to take out healers is the intent there. At least I believe so. In this case here, I bring a giant up from the south to lure the clan castle, although there's a lot of defensive concentration down there, so I only get a couple of the minions out. And a little bit of bad patience with the wall breakers, kind of rushing the attack myself because I've never done it before. But I do actually get the compartment open, and then my heroes are intended to bring the bowlers in to this first compartment. Now, the difference between my raid and the others was I did not bring the Grand Warden with the kill squad like the other two raids that I've shown so far. So that's a little bit of a difference there, and probably a fail on my part, but just a lack of confidence with the balloons at Town Hall 11 that I have. I preferred to bring the Grand Warden with the balloons and not with the kill squad, even though actually there is no probably about it. I could have gotten that Inferno Tower and Tesla down with, bringing the Grand Warden in there and using his Eternal Tome ability on the bowlers. So now I transition into the air attack, wasting a Lava Hound here just due to my own confidence with the air portion at Town Hall 11, like I've said multiple times. Sound like a broken record here at this point. Using a freeze on the first Inferno Tower, and then bringing in a third Lava Hound from the south, transitioning a couple of balloons in to follow them and take out that air defense. Dropping a rage spell in the area where the Town Hall is, and a lot of defensive concentration, and then also freezing the Inferno Tower a little early, very quick on the freeze spell drops, and I also use the Eternal Tome ability. But pay attention to the structures over in the east. There's nothing back there cleaning it up, and this is where I get hemmed up, is I get all the defenses down, good job, but due to the speed of the balloons, there's just not enough cleanup for the back end portion of the raid. There is a lot of lava pups over in the southwest working their way up, and I had that one balloon that I used, and I just kind of jumped the gun on that one by dropping that balloon. It could have been back there where the barracks were over in the east. Use that last haste spell to try to speed this thing up, but I was just way too slow on the transition from the kill squad to the air troops. That was one major issue with my own attack, is that I was very slow on the air attack portion, or the BoLaLoon portion of the raid. Did a great job with the kill squad, because I'm used to using the ground troops, but my transition from getting the objectives down in the initial kill squad to transitioning into the BoLaLoon portion of the attack was way too slow. And this is where I ended up resulting out to be 93% on what could have been a 3-star attack on this base. I'm going to go ahead and transition back into the experts at attacking, and what we have here is Itzu on Micah. And this time around, Itzu comes in with the range of the Grand Warden, gets a lot of value out of the Grand Warden down there. He just kind of stands back, taking structures out and setting the funnel on the southeastern side of this compartment. Then using the baby dragon, tried to use the balloon technique, but the air sweepers in the center of the base kind of hindered that. However, it doesn't really matter. The baby dragon was able to take out a couple of structures and funnel this barbarian king in, using wall breakers, the archer queen, and a small group of bowlers. I think it was like 5 or 6 bowlers there. And it really here is the hero levels. He uses the Barbarian King's Iron Fist ability, and he takes out the air defense, the Archer Queen, takes out the Town Hall in the process, as well as the enemy clan castle troops. And the Grand Warden just kind of follows suit. The Grand Warden survived all of that and followed suit, and the kill squad will eventually move up into this next compartment to the left and end up taking out the Inferno Tower with the Archer Queen's Royal Cloak abilities. So a ton of value from this kill squad, taking out the Tesla and the Inferno Tower. All we have left is the Inferno Tower in the northeast, as well as the Eagle Artillery and 3 air defenses. But see how patient he is by getting 1 Lava Hound down, and then following it up with about 3 to 4 balloons, and then freezing that Inferno Tower and haste spells instead of rages, haste spells into the defenses there. Also continuing into the north, bringing in another Lava Hound, another group of 3 to 4 balloons per defense up there. Then uses a rage spell in order to speed everything up and power them up to move through the raid quick. Now that last Lava Hound does pop and goes down, but he has a free spell for the air defense. So this is where your plans can alter and change on every single base, and you just have to kind of see how the base develops, how the attack develops, and just time everything, just about perfectly in order to make it turn into a 3-star attack. So just a wonderful attack by Itsu, just picking apart all the defenses and watching the pathing of the balloons to take out structures. And now we have just nothing but cleanup. Plenty of time left and plenty of lava pups and minions in the north for the balloons to meet them about halfway and finish cleaning up the base. So like I said early in the raid, this could be dropped down onto Town Hall 10s. Town Hall 11s down on Town Hall 10s for 3 stars as well. So we're going to go ahead and transition into another attack. And this is actually Nelly from A-Team, bringing a completely different composition and a couple more baby dragons than the other raids previous to this one. The baby dragons will be used for setting up the funnel, as they're doing currently. 2 baby dragons adjacent to each other, working their way in. The one in the south will end up getting taken out by the air defense as the one continues to work in the north. He'll trickle in another baby dragon to continue to take out that gold mine, and then he brings in the group of heroes, couple of wizards, and a group of bowlers, using a jump instead of the wall breakers in order to go in and take out 2 air defenses, the Inferno Tower, the Archer Queen, and the Clan Castle troops, as well as a couple of these expos. So a ton of value out of the kill squad here of bowlers and heroes, removing a lot of structures that could hinder the air portion of the raid. Still a lot of splash damage in the south with the wizard towers and the other Inferno Tower. So once the Archer Queen moves up, he'll start transitioning into the BoLaLoon portion of the attack, dropping the Lava Hounds and maneuvering a couple of balloons in per defensive structure, as well as dropping a baby dragon in the far western, or eastern corner of this base to start working on the structures on the back end of the attack. So doing a little bit of multitasking there as the balloons kind of all group up into this massive swarm of balloons. He still has a couple of balloons to trickle in from the south, as well as a couple of haste spells, a rage spell to speed that large group of balloons up as they power through the splash damage, and then he freezes that Inferno Tower as the balloons, and a haste spell in order to get the balloons in on the Inferno Tower and take it down. 3 or 4 defensive structures remaining, a couple of haste kind of left over to just speed up the raid and finish it out as the baby dragons continue to work. You got one over in the northeast continuing to maneuver north and take out the remaining structures up there, as well as the one on the town hall right now continuing to maneuver down and take out structures in the south. So a special thanks to the guys in A-Team for allowing me to use their bases for this video. There's a lot of educational value here with the use of the bowlers transitioning into a BoLaLoon portion of the attacks at Town Hall 10 and 11. Good luck with the air portion. You got to get a lot of practice in there, guys. This is not an easy attack strategy at all. And thanks for watching, y'all.